Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and Life Goes On by Tanvi. I am Tanvi. These are my hands and these are my nails. I'm just so used to with the regular intro because that's something that I've been shooting since a very long time. Okay, anyway, oh my god, I dropped a ring. Maybe I should cut this out or I won't. Whatever, let's see. So this is a tarot reading that I'm shooting after a very long time. Number one, I love tarot, but I feel like I needed some time for myself, and I also didn't understand what kind of a reading I wanted to shoot exactly. And I have been in a phase where I wanted to rediscover myself, and I just wanted to try a couple of different things. So that's something that I have been doing, which is why I haven't been shooting these long form tarot readings in some time now. And yeah, so but then after a very long time, I felt like, what is that one reading that has been giving me a lot of comfort in the past few months, and that is a reading which is a channel message and messages from spirit guides, or in this case, messages from your deceased loved ones. So first off, if you're here, I'm sure like you've lost somebody in this life, or if not, of course, like there could be somebody you did not really meet, like a grandparent or somebody you weren't very close to, but they still are your spirit guides, or these could be your ancestors whom you might not have lost in this life but in some other lives, and just sending a lot of healing and strength to go through in case you are going through any kind of grief, though I don't really feel that grief is ever healed completely. So in case you have experienced grief in your life and loss of a loved one, first off, I'm very sorry. And then secondly, I hope that this reading provides you some level of comfort and relief. So yes, so without me going on and on and on, I would just like to say that these are the 3 piles, and you can just go and click on your timestamp and go to your pile, go to the pile that you personally like, the pile that you feel the most called to. So this is the first pile with this purple candle, violet candle, whatever you want to call it. And this is an amethyst rock. So this is one rock that has been helping me sleep better. I love amethyst. Amethyst relieves anxiety, and this is just like a beautiful piece of rock. I just love this. And this is your first pile. This is your pile with the messages. This is the second pile with the orange colored candle. I'm not sure what scent it is. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's orange or something. I don't know what that is. Okay, and this is a Lapis Lazuli crystal. This is actually a very powerful crystal which is connected to your throat chakra. We'll talk more about the crystals in the piles. And this is the third pile, which is a cream colored candle. This is one smell that I really like. This is like a very gentle and fruity smell that I usually prefer, because I'm usually allergic to perfumes and anything that I can, like, you know, that has particles and gets in my nose. So like I'm allergic to is tiny particles, including perfumes. And this is the third pile with crystal rose quartz. So take your time, pick the pile that calls out to you the most, and click on the timestamp. Go in the description of this episode and click on the timestamp, and I'll see you in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. So if you chose this amethyst crystal and this purple candle, then this is your pile. These are messages from your deceased loved ones. So for your reading, we have certain tarot cards. So these are messages about who this spirit guide or this deceased loved one is. So you can definitely figure out if this is your pile or not through this card. And then we'll have these 3 cards which will tell us about where they are at the moment. And then we have these 3 cards which are going to tell us about their messages for you, their specific message. And this is the guidance from this specific person who has passed away. So for the personality, the first card we have is the Cobra card. Okay, let's see. Let's read a little bit about the Cobra. I think Cobra is earth energy. Okay, let's see. No, it's fire. I was wrong. Okay, so this is fire. So this person could have been a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire signs are usually very fierce, very confident, they are very extroverted in their nature, and they like to be surrounded with people. I feel like this is a person who likes to be praised a lot. For example, words of affirmation could be one of their love languages. They could really like listening to people sweet talking them up, and this could be like someone. I also feel like this could be a grandparent because of the wrinkles on the cobra. I feel like this is someone's grandmother or a grandfather, which could be very significant for some of you. Like cobra is somebody, a snake is an animal that sheds its skin, okay? And I feel like, even though this person was like aged when they passed away, it feels like it wasn't like they weren't very young when they passed away. They lived a very full life, but then they really like being center of attention. It is something that this person really, 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 really liked. And with the skin shedding off its snake, I feel like this person liked feeling young. So if you tell this person that, they have wrinkles on their face, I feel like they could be they could get very triggered, and they could be like, I don't know, I feel like a very sweet grandmother, grandfather energy from this pile. Like a very childlike, a very fun-loving grandparent or somebody. Again, this could be somebody from this life or your, or your past life again, who could be like coming just to talk to you. And just because I have like a little bit of an irritation in my throat, I feel like again, this could be like an older person who's passed away in this lifetime. They've lived a very, very long life. And yeah, I don't know how long snakes and cobras they actually live, but I don't know that they shed their skin off. And again, with these shedding their skin off message, I feel like they don't want me to emphasize on the fact that they have lived a long life, okay? They feel like they were very young at heart, and they just want to look young, and they just want to stay glamorous, stay playful, just the center of the attention. They just love attention. And let me tell you one thing, there are people who love attention, and it's just really loving. Like some of the most cuddly people that I know of have loved a lot of attention, and I'm somebody who likes giving attention, okay? I love giving people attention. I think like it's such a beautiful form of expressing love when you just give your attention to somebody, and when you're just able to make someone else the center of attention, tell them how beautiful they look, how gorgeous they are, just how pretty they are, just how youthful they look, and just how amazing they are. I feel like this is somebody who loves hearing good words for them. So I don't know, like this seems like again like a grandparent. And okay, so coming to this card, so it says pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. Again, like this could be like an elderly person. Again, I'm getting for most of you, this is an elderly person. It says the cobra represents a teacher or a spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher that manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, it's a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, it can be a know-it-all, egocentric. To bring it into balance, you can take a class or study. Again, I do feel like this is like an energy that wants to remain young for the rest of their eternity. Sorry for the interruption, pile number one. I feel like, again, so this is a spirit guide, I feel like, of a person who has lived a very youthful life, a very long life is something that I would like to specify. The amethyst is the color of the crown chakra. The crown chakra again is the chakra that's located at the top of your head, and this is responsible for your spiritual wisdom and your spiritual gifts. I feel like this person is definitely around you at the moment, and whenever you feel very childlike, whenever you feel very happy, this person is happy for you, with you. Okay, just remember this, because I'm getting like a very childlike energy from this soul. Even though the soul is very wise, but one of the main signs of wisdom is when a person is able to keep the inner child alive. if a person cannot tap into their inner child, then this person is not really mature, you know, they're not really accepting of who they are. The wiser the soul, the more tapped into their inner children they are. Okay, so this is again a guide that is very calm, that loves you a lot. I'm like, I don't know, I'm feeling like a very grandmother, grandfather energy from this pile. They love you so much and they just like want you to just have fun. You know how when I was watching this, there are these YouTube videos which talk about, you know, 100 questions or 100 people we've interviewed and they've asked the same question. And I remember like they've asked these 100 people who were like in their later years, they were like in their 70s or 80s or something like that, and then or 90s as well, and they've asked them that what are the few things that they would like to do in their lives again. They say that they would like to enjoy life more, and this is one spirit guide that is asking you, begging you to just take a chill pill, enjoy your life to the fullest. Okay, so because this person doesn't want you to take burdens. Okay, I know that this is not the time of like giving messages, we're just like anticipating their personality, but again, like I feel like they're so enthusiastic to just have fun with you. Whenever you're having fun, I feel like this presence is around you. Whenever you feel this burst of energy and this need to just enjoy life, I feel like it is because of this spirit guide's push that you feel from within. Oh my god, okay, this is very beautiful, this is very sweet, I love this energy. So now coming to the next three cards that we have, let's see where they are at the moment and what, like where are they at this moment in their spiritual journey. Just remember that a soul never dies, okay? A soul is always alive. You might not feel them with you physically, and I know that grief is very difficult to heal, and I feel like, you know, a little heavy when I'm talking about this soul, because I just feel like there's a lot of love for you. There's a lot of affection for you. There's a lot of attachment for you. With the first card, with the Nine of Wands, I feel like again this is a soul that has not necessarily had it all together, and you know, nobody has it together in their lives. They've not necessarily had a very easy life. They've had their own challenges. They've had their own lows. They've had their own moments when they felt defeated, and currently they often ponder upon that one thing. I feel like they've spent a lot of time focusing on their finances and worrying about their financial health when they were a human, and I feel like this is something that they often wonder if it like restricted their spiritual happiness somehow. Because with the Nine of Wands is like, Wands is an element of fire again, so we have fire again. But in this case, like the Nine of Wands can also be like your energy. So, you know, this soul, when they were alive, or even now, they look back. First of all, they really like being a human, but I feel like towards the end, when they grew older, they became like more carefree, and they wish they had done this earlier, like when they became a soul and they started looking upon their life. They really feel like, you know, they wish that they had done a few things differently, treated a few people differently. I do feel like there are sometimes they feel like they have some regrets, and they do worry about you, like they don't want me to tell you this. Okay, when I say worry, I feel like worry in the sense like they don't want you to be too focused on finances as well. They don't want you to just live a life where you just, you know, oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna cry in this reading. They don't want you to to live a life where you're just working hard for your money, and you forget that you are a human being who deserves to be loved and cherished, and you just focus on your material wealth to the point that you sort of like become unwell and your health starts to be impacted. So this is something that they generally do not want you to do with your life, because it's something that, you know, they view themselves in you. They see a lot of themselves in you. They feel like whenever you are around, whenever they connect with you, and they're very, very, very connected with you. Number one, like, I don't know if I've said this before, but like, they want to emphasize on the fact that they're always looking over you. They're always taking care of you. But they just want you to just like let go of the worries, especially if there are any financial worries that you carry. They don't want you to have a life where you've just, you know, spent your entire life working and not really living. You're human being, not human doing. There's this saying that's there on Instagram a lot. But it makes a lot of sense also, you know, you have to just learn how to be. To understand that irrespective of how your finances may seem, you're still a very lovable person. And you don't have to set these high standards for yourself. You've done enough, and they feel like they're so proud of you. Okay, I'm asking them about where they are, and they just keep talking about you. I feel like it's because they are around you a lot. They don't want to leave you. Okay, they just want you to be happy. I feel like this soul wouldn't leave your side as a spirit guide till the time you learn how to just be yourself. Just how to just enjoy yourself and not worry about your finances. Oh my God, I just went blank for a moment there, and I feel like it's this spirit guide confirming this, that the moment you stop worrying so much and you just stop working so hard and just stop trying to be this adult everywhere you go, or this mother figure or this father figure to every person that's around you, is when the spirit guide will truly be in balance. They'll be able to feel peace. You know, a lot of the times our purpose, we think, is just what we do while we are alive on earth. But actually we are eternal beings, and I channeled this message once that our purpose doesn't really end the moment our human life is over. Sometimes our purpose gets multiplied when we pass on from this human world, when we escape this matrix, and after we pass away, our spirit sometimes gets assigned bigger purposes, and we're able to do much more. So a lot of spirits and ancestors choose to become our spirit guides because their purpose is that, to become a spirit guide, to have this much human life, or like this big human life, and then pass away. And I feel like this soul is saying that they will, like, they don't want you to know about this. That's why they're like not emphasizing on this fact. They don't even want me to emphasize, but they're definitely saying that they'd find balance and peace when you find peace with where you are at the moment. Stop trying to chase things. Stop trying to chase goals. And it's not in a way that, you know, stop chasing goals or else I won't find peace. Not in an unloving way in any sense. But they get tired when you are tired. You know, they feel exhausted when you feel exhausted. They feel like they wish they could have done something else. They feel a little helpless also when you feel helpless. So they don't also want to give you the burden, but at the same time, they just want you to relax, Just know that your purpose is not something that you do while you're alive. So just let it be. Your purpose remains till eternity. Even if people recognize what you're doing or not while you're on this earth, they'll recognize it one day when it's supposed to happen. So just like let go of the attachment of getting certain things and getting somewhere else, and wherever you are with whatever finances you have, just enjoy your life. Feel at peace within yourself. Okay, so now coming to messages that they have for you. Okay, so those are messages already. Spirit guide, this is cheating. So we have the Nine of Wands again. But this is like quite a different energy of Nine of Wands. Can I feel like this is somebody who's like a mother figure? Could be like a grandfather figure. I feel like whenever the spirit guide is around you, they say that they're with you in the form of crows and birds and insects. Very wise. And for those of you who want to be like a mother one day, the Empress card says that you are so nurturing. This could be like you just taking care of everyone around you. They say that you don't have to feel so burdened all the time. You don't have to be so motherly to everyone. But at the same time, a very specific message for those of you who are interested in having children. They say that they would love to be the great grandparent. They're going to take care of you. They say that don't worry, everything will be taken care of. You don't have to stress about anything at all. The Empress is like in this case, like, I feel this beautiful energy. They feel like they want you to enjoy your youth. Do not spend your youth worrying about things that are not there, and just be where you are and just be happy with what you have. It's not about how much you have or how much you've done in life. It wouldn't ever be enough if you don't know how to enjoy where you are with what you have. Just give yourself a break. The Empress is a card again about fertility. They say that you're a very fertile person. This can be like literally when it comes to like in case you're planning to have babies, again, repetitive message, but like this could be like in terms of your creativity as well. But they say that if you want to feel very creative, spend more time in nature. Take more breaks. Take a lot of breaks. When you think you've taken a lot of breaks, take more breaks. Just take a chill pill. 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 I don't know how much can I emphasize this. With the King of Swords, I feel like they want you to be just more logical. Like not in the way logical about, like not, like just apply logic, in a way that people who've been successful, how many of them are really happy and satisfied in their lives? So Miley Cyrus, she released this beautiful cover, this beautiful song, which is like such a big hit, and I love, it's been on loop. I've been listening to it on repeat, Flowers, but I was just wondering that she's one of these huge successes in this entire world. She's seen success all her life, when she was a kid. But she also, like, art comes from pain. And she's also held a lot of pain within herself. And now this song, I feel, is like making these huge numbers on charts, because this is where, she feels a little healthy and light and about herself. And it's a similar message for you as well, to just be logical. Look at the people who are chasing, going after something, and look at the people who are just happy where they are. Look at the level of satisfaction that they both have cultivated. They're not asking you to stop going after your goals, but they just want you to take it a little easy and just detach your idea of self-worth from your achievements. You're beautiful the way you are, they're saying that, and you just need like a time out. With the King of Swords, I also feel like if you want to go to the mountains or just like have a little bit of wind in your air, it's like something that they would like you to do. Just be a little happy and calm, meditate more often, be more grateful, and just say what you want to say. And just, if you don't want to say anything, just don't say anything. But they'd also like you to give them your troubles. Ask them for help. They're saying you don't ask for help a lot. They want you to ask for help more. With the Nine of Wands again, I feel like I'm getting this message that extreme independence is a trauma response. You have to remember that. In order to build healthy relationships, you need to learn how to rely on other people, how to depend on other people. You have to be dependable, and you have to be able to depend on others. Learn how to depend on others. Learn how to trust other people. That's how you will cultivate happiness in your life. There's no such thing as perfection. There's no such thing as a perfect career. There's no such thing as a perfect partner. There's no such thing as perfect anything. Perfection is a myth. Perfection is wrong. Perfection is against your soul. You're perfection without being perfect. Just rest. They're also saying that they love visiting you in your dreams. And they, oh yes, so like, whenever you sleep, like in the intro, if you've skipped the intro, then this is a rock, this is amethyst that helps me sleep and get good dreams. I feel like this is what they're saying, that they help you sleep better. Whenever you feel drowsy, you don't feel like you have a lot of energy in you, it's this guy doing that. It's this ancestor, this person doing that. This person's spirit around you who just wants you to sleep. Just take a break and sleep and not worry about everything and anything. Just sleep, they say. Just sleep. With the Strength card again, I feel like they want you to be this tiny lamb that's being protected by them. I feel like they're very protective over you. They're very protective. They're very protective. Oh my God, they're so damn protective. They're saying like, even if you go out for party and you go out to watch a movie and you think that, something bad would happen and you shouldn't do this, they say that they always have your back. If they sense that some people do not have good intentions for you, they are listening to their conversations that are happening behind your back, and they know whom to remove from your life. So trust if somebody gets removed and thrown out of your life, and I have to use this harsh word because I don't know, I'm getting this harsh energy where they're just so pissed off at some people who have tried to take advantage of you, who thought that, they could just play around with your feelings, and they're very protective of you. If you've recently lost some friends, like figuratively, like if you have like just lost touch with some friends, or just you feel like backstabbed with some friends and you've cut contact, it's these people who showed you their true colors and their true faces. They are this fierce protective figure around you who just doesn't like when somebody messes with their little baby lamb. Like the little baby, they want you to sleep, they want you to have fun, they want you to just worry less, they want you to bring a lot of things, they want you to have babies, they want you to have a good family, they want you to just be happy and not give a shit about others. They want you to take a lot of breaks and just have a good sleep. They say that, souls don't really sleep. And one of the, oh my God, I've never channeled this message before. Like, they say that when you're a child, when you're a human, humans have this blessing of being able to sleep. They can sleep and they can feel the bliss from sleeping. They can dream and sleep and travel to other realms as well, but that's a different story. They want you to just enjoy sleeping. They say that they miss sleeping now that they're a soul and they cannot eat or sleep. They want you to eat and sleep and just relax and not worry so much about every little thing. Okay. Oh, I didn't know they cannot sleep. Okay, so for your guidance, we have Kal Arti. Let's see what this card says. 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32. Okay. It says she appears beneath the cloak of night, revealing the truths that must be known to set the heart free. She offers you an opportunity to engage in a profound and enduring transformation. This will lead to a powerful rebirth, free from even the most persistent patterns or pains of your past. Your soul is in deep healing. Recovery can be painful, but the pain is temporary and you will emerge renewed and released. In time, you will greet your rising destiny from an entirely new and improved inner foundation. You're blessed to experience a new life within this lifetime. Oh, you know how I told you that snakes shed their skin? Maybe this is like the saying that you're going through this transformative time and you need to sleep at the moment. You really need to rest and sleep and trust that there are huge changes coming your way. I feel like there's some huge transformation that's going to happen, because we also have, I just realized that we have two major arcanas here, and this is one period where you're stepping into a period of a lot of fertility, where you'll actually see your manifestations really quickly, but you'll also figure out that you are able to manifest when you are resting and sleeping properly. If you are not resting and you're not sleeping properly and you're just hustling and hustling and hustling, you'll actually push your manifestations away. So you have to really take breaks and rest and sleep. I don't know, just do anything, but do not deplete your energy. They're saying like you can really sleep and you'll get the answers. Then for your guidance cards, we have Gong, which says an exciting event. Then Wall says misunderstanding. Then Hat says you'll be playing a very different role. Again, I feel like either you're pregnant or you're wanting to be pregnant also, or you've just had a baby, or for some of you, I feel like you just need rest, they're saying, because you are playing like a very different role. Maybe you've just become a parent, or you've just like you're just like going through a very major transformation, or something big is happening around you. And this wall that you feel, this period of just being stuck, feeling stuck, if you have been feeling stuck lately, it's because universe wants you to bring your energy into balance by just resting it out. So just rest, allow things to happen, and just see how you'll be playing a very different role, like in, I feel by March, or for some of you, I feel like in 3 to 2 days of watching this reading. I feel like the 3rd of February could be very important if you're watching it when I'm uploading it. Yeah, like these are some important events, and I forgot to take the astro dice out. Let me just take my astro dice. Where is it? Okay, so let's see what are your lucky dates and what are your lucky months and numbers. Okay, so we have Scorpio. So first off, we have Scorpio. I'm very new to astrology. So we have 6th. I feel like the 6th of February could be very important, or 6th of whatever month is coming next could be very important, or this next 6 days could be extremely significant. And you need to rest in these 6 days. And again, Scorpio is another sign of transformation. I feel like this is another sign that's asking you to just rest and to not take stress at all. Let me see, like if you know what this is, what planet this is. Oh. Okay, so we have Mars And number 6 could be like significant, I'm getting. And Scorpio is for transformation again. So this is like a validating message. Mars is again like a planet of immense aggression sometimes, a lot of energy. Again, I feel like with the 9 of Wands twice, and that signifies like depletion of energy. I feel like your energy is very important, and an exciting event could be needing your energy. So it's important for you to rest things out for the next 6 days, because this wall is like coming down in the next 6 days, or the 6th of the next month, whatever is the next month that's coming. And this could be like really important. Yes, so that's all that I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that this was helpful in some way. Please don't forget to click on the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, and also like this is our foundation, Leap of Love Foundation, where we work for mental health and we make mental health accessible. We also hold many workshops and free meditations and everything to just help people with their mental health, okay? So yes, so if you would like to support us, you can definitely find the links to Leap of Love Foundation as well in the description of this episode. So that's all that I have for you, and life goes on. Bye-bye, take care. Hello, pile number 2. So if you choose this Lapis Lazuli and this orange candle, then this is your pile. So first off, I felt like, orange and blue Lapis Lazuli is connected to throat chakra. And your throat chakra is connected to your sacral chakra. So sacral chakra and throat chakra are connected because sacral is responsible for your emotions and for your sexual health and your sexual energy, and that's connected to your throat chakra, your expression. So your sexual energy and your creative energy are equivalent. They are like the same things. That's why a lot of people, they withhold, a lot of monks, they withhold masturbation, and they just withhold, they go into celibacy because they want to preserve their creativity and their creative energy. I feel like this is like a specific message, could be a specific message. So for your reading, for messages from your deceased loved ones, I have divided this reading into a couple of parts. So this would be like who this spirit guide is, if you resonate with the personality and if you're able to identify this guide. This could be like someone from this lifetime or from another lifetime, or from like someone you have grown up with, or someone who you do not know has been around you. And then these 3 cards are going to tell us about where they are at the moment. And then these 4 cards, okay, we have 4 here. These 4 cards are going to tell us about their message for you, and this is like their guidance for you. So let's dive into your reading. So for your first card, we have the bat. Okay, so bat is the air energy, the air element. Okay, again, I'm feeling like there's a lot of creative energy when it comes to this spirit guide or this person. This person seems very creative or very expressive. Creativity is expressed in different forms. For example, a person who's creative can be a good writer, a poet, or someone who just appreciates art, or even like someone who's an entrepreneur is very creative, because you have to know different ways to tackle different people, and you should know how to say the right thing at the right time to the right people. And that's also like a form of creativity, and that's also like an art form, right? When you just know how to say the right thing at the right time. I'm not so sure if this person knew how to say the right thing at the right time, because this person seems like, a little, I'm not so sure if they were very old when they passed away, because with the bat spirit, I'm also getting like this is a tiny bat. So I'm not so sure if they were very old when they passed away in this lifetime, when you were around. I feel like, and I'm so sorry if this is like a triggering message, you might have felt that this was not their time to go or something like that, and they were like not that old, they were quite young. You feel that they should have had a longer life. And bats can fly, and they have like this, bats are blind, but bats can just, they have these ultrasonic frequencies that they emit, and because of sound, they can like estimate the distance. So I feel like, again, expression, sometimes this person, when they were alive, they could be like having anger issues. They could have had a short temper. They could have been short tempered. They could have been very creative, or sometimes like even very loud. So again, like I feel like they wish they knew how to balance their creativity and their expression. I feel like they wish they knew how to speak the right things at the right time. They wish they knew. They wish they'd put in more thought before speaking to people or before saying certain things. I'm sorry if this sounds triggering, like just feel free to choose another pile. But this person seems like, again, sometimes they don't really think before they talk, because this is just how they navigate through the world, just by they're saying that they made a noise. they made noise. Oh. They're a very kind soul. I feel like it's a very kind, loving soul. It's a very beautiful soul. It's a very positive soul that I'm getting. It's just that, they just wish they knew how to speak the right things more often. That's the only thing that they wish. Okay, let's go and see what this card says. This says that, okay, where is bad? Here is bad. It says darkness, letting go, death, leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns, no more lingering in the past. When in balance, it accepts, adapts, and adjusts. When out of balance, it refuses to let go, diminishes, and to bring into balance, you have to watch the sun rise. Again, I feel like this is a very important message, like the literal message that's there on the book. Watching sunrise could be very important for you. Or this could also be like, even if like this person was not very young when they passed away in this lifetime, they could also, like it could be like a very recent passing away. Like this could be somebody you've recently lost, and I'm very sorry for your loss. This could be someone you've recently lost, and you might be feeling that, you wish you could just bring them back somehow. And they say that, there's, whenever the moon goes down, the sun comes up. And the sun comes down, the moon comes up. And they both are equally nurturing. Both of them are equally nurturing, but you cannot just stay and keep on missing this person for the rest of your life. You have to express your grief. When I said sacral chakra, usually sacral chakra people associated with their sexual health, but in this case I'm really getting like your emotions are really not expressed at this moment. You need to express your emotions more. They're like strongly emphasizing, but they're saying like, let's talk about where I am first, and then we'll talk about the messages that I have. Okay, Mr. Bat. So again, I feel like this is male for some of you. This is like a male entity, male spirit guide. With where they are, I feel like they are actually ready to cross over. Oh, I don't know. I feel very sad. They say that you have to let them go. When somebody passes over, like moving on can come with a lot of guilt. Like dealing with grief is not easy, especially when you lose someone who was very close to you. It's not easy, and they say that even when you don't see anything, and they're like ready to cross over very soon. So if you've started to move on a little faster and you feel like, you're moving on too fast, it's because they want you to move on fast so that they can cross over. to being just like, they just want to be a spirit for some time. They do say that. They say that they might come back and meet you when in another lifetime, but for now they just want to cross over this path, you know, in this Three of Wands, how this person is like looking over the ocean and they just want to just cross over into the light. They say that they're just waiting for you to heal a little, to just heal a little more. They say they really have your back. They could also be helping you out with some major life changes at the moment, and they'll cross over as soon as some major problem is solved. And I know, like, this is like grief inside grief. Like, what are you saying, spirit guide? I just want to say, like, you know, when you say that, you know, the spirit wants to just cross over even more. Oh, so it's like, you know, they don't want to just keep lingering around you on earth. They want you to trust your own emotions. They say that you are ready to just take on the world and just like do whatever. They say that they trust you and you have to just allow them to cross over. This is what their soul truly desires, but they will not cross over till the time you are able to feel more emotionally stable. And you can't just keep making yourself feel emotionally unstable to keep them around you, or if you feel guilty. They're saying that there's no need to feel any kind of guilt and you can just allow them to cross over. I feel like they would become like a bigger spirit guide, because in this Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana, and I do feel like these pharaohs, if I'm not wrong, like those Egyptian script like figures that are there, and they're a very evolved spirit actually. They're very, very highly evolved. They're extremely highly evolved, and they want to cross over and actually do something even bigger. They say that their purpose is not yet over. They have to attain a lot of peace. They're in a lot of peace. They say that they're very happy where they are, but they really want to cross over. And they are really taking care of you. And they'll actually make some major changes before they go. So they're saying like, I just want to say that there are major changes coming into your life with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, they say that we'll talk about it in the messages and the guidance. So just like, let's keep to the point that they want to cross over. They will be crossing over very soon, and so you could be like feeling a little more moved on. That could bring in feelings of guilt. They're saying like, don't feel guilty at all. And with the Wheel of Fortune, again, I feel like this would happen overnight. You might feel very healed overnight, and you could like feel very content with your life where you are at the moment, and you wouldn't feel like this much amount of pain in your heart, and that's when you know that they've crossed over to another world. And they say that they will become like this peaceful person, like this higher spirit that is going to guide not just you, but a lot of other people. God, this is like such a, like, okay, so maybe the spirit guide has had like a really great sense of humor as well. Yeah. They say that, you know, I see that all these angels and guides are studying. So they say like there's this higher school that they have to go to. Okay, so just know that. And there's this higher school that I have to go and attend, and I have to become a bigger spirit, and then I have to just like study for that, and then I can become a spirit guide. So it's not like, you know, it could be possible that you might not feel their presence for some time, for a few years, but it's because you're ready to take the world on your own, and they'll leave more people around you before that happens. So remember, like, whenever this spirit guide will be about to cross over, they say that you could be like manifesting a huge relationship in your life, a very strong, stable partnership in your life, strong, stable finances and everything, you know, more stability in your life. That's when this spirit guide is like about to cross over. Don't be afraid to accept your blessings. They say that it's happening for you and for them as well. They say that, you know, spirit guides, we are like, journey doesn't end on earth, and like after this earth as well, you have to just like keep studying, keep evolving as a spirit. And there are like schools. Okay, I've never channeled this before. Okay, I don't know. what I'm saying, but like what I'm channeling is that they're saying that, you know, there are schools that you have to go to, and then you have to study higher, you have to like become like an angel or like an archangel to be able to guide more number of people. This is something that they really want to do, and they really need your help in this case to help them as well. So when blessings fall into your lap, it's like, you know, divine is guiding you, divine will be guiding you and blessing you in abundance very soon, and they want you to accept those blessings with grace and be happy in your life. Be happy because life is very short. Human life is very short, but life is eternal. Soul's life is eternal. So even if you feel like they've lost their lives at a very young age, it's like something that the soul really desired, and now they just want to experience a life that is on the other side of this humanness, you know. They want to experience life in higher realms and higher dimensions, and just allow them to be, just allow them to experience, and just they want you to be happy. They know that everyone is safe with you, and so they might be crossing over very soon. Sorry, I dropped my camera while picking your cards up. So now coming to the messages that they have for you. Okay, we have the Three of Swords, Three of Cups, King of Wands, and the Five of Swords. You know, you see this symbol again, like this Egyptian figure again. I do feel like they're going to have like a really huge figure, and they're going for some kind of training. I don't know what's happening. I've never channeled this. This is also a reading that I've never done. So there's like probably like a training that happens, okay, like to become a higher spirit. So yeah, just like if you don't like or resonate with what I'm saying, like just turn it off, okay. But like there's something that they're saying that they say that it's important for you to move on from this hurt in the past. If you've had certain quarrels with them, and if you feel like there's something unresolved within the two of you, and you feel guilt for moving on, it's like you're just hurting yourself. They say that they've moved on and you also need to move on. They say that they're going to bring you a lot of blessings, and you have to like enjoy life more. You really need to accept those blessings, accept the changes that are happening, accept the people that are coming into your life, accept and understand yourself, and accept and understand and be there for the people that are there around you. It's like a lot about people, and I feel like they trust you so much. Like even though they've left, but like they say that they've left all the other people in your hands, and because they know that you are like the safe haven for everyone else. You're like a strong presence in everyone else's life, and everyone's safe in your presence. So they don't worry about anybody else because they know that you are here. Oh, that's so beautiful. So with the Three of Cups again, I feel like they want you to just like relax and party more, and like just move on from the hurt and pain. And I know like this could be very triggering, especially when you're going through grief. Like remember, grief comes with a lot of guilt when you're healing from grief. Like you feel like, you know, as soon as you move on, then that would be wrong in some way, and you shouldn't feel happy or something. But they're saying that, you know, the happier you feel, the happier they will be. So they want to move on as well. And it's not in a negative way. It's just something that they feel like, you know how when you read Bhagavad Gita, so Bhagavad Gita is like an Indian scripture that talks about a lot about dharma. So dharma is like your life purpose, and they say that their life purpose is to actually serve more people, and they have to also trust you more, and they'll be bringing a lot of things in your life, and you have a lot of guides in your life. They say that they're actually sending you a lot more people, human people as well as spirit guides around you to take care of you while they go on and, you know, cross over to the other side and go on and become an even bigger spirit, to just like become a spirit guide for like most number of people. They say that they're a very huge presence and a very strong spirit, and they want to fulfill this purpose. And they say that they understand your pain and they want to be with you, but they really want you to be more responsible and take more number of responsibilities with a lot of grace, and allow yourself to move on, allow your peers to move on, allow your family to move on as well. If you remain stuck onto them, you're not doing favors to anybody, they say. or they're like being a little hard because they say that, they really trust you. They trust you, they trust you, they trust you so much. Oh my God, they trust you so much. They say that you don't see your purpose, but like you're such a strong soul. And as soon as I said that, this is like their guidance for you, which says Kali Mahamaya. It says like you are this Kali Mahamaya, okay? Let's see what this card says. It says Kali Mahamaya is Kalima, the spiritual truth beneath all appearances, the healing waiting to be discovered in all experiences. In harmony with your higher self, she manifests the path upon which you can best learn, heal, and grow. She's unclothed, symbolizing wild, unconditional authenticity. She's the empowerment to discard conditioning and judgments that we have worn. Cast off the fearful constraints others have imposed upon you. Connecting to your authentic being will attract healing and guidance and divine grace to you now. They say that this transformation is happening now. You just don't have to feel guilty. Be strong. They say if you want to be happy, go be happy. Don't give a damn about what other people say or think about you. If you want to just be happy no matter what your situation has been, other people would not like it, because if they don't like it, people who don't like you being happy and moving on in life, it's because they do not have the they don't have good intentions. You just have to ask those people to get out of your life if they are not happy with you being happy. You have to be happy and be guilt free. Happy. That's how you'll be able to help and serve so many other people. They say that you have a purpose, they have a purpose, they'll be fulfilling their purpose, and you'll be fulfilling your purpose as well. So you have to allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to just be authentic. Allow yourself to embrace this transformation that's happening in your life, and allow yourself to just embrace everything that you experience. You came here, you signed up for this experience, and just experience it all. You're ready for it. Just don't have like, they're saying like don't have a pity party, and they're saying like be harsh. I don't want to be harsh, okay, but like they're saying be harsh, okay, be upfront with them. Just say that this is something that you have signed up for in this lifetime. You have to believe in yourself, have to believe in what you are manifesting for your life, have to believe in the fact that what you are manifesting is actually amazingly great, and you deserve success in your life. Oh my God. So it says like a goal-oriented person, target. Then we have skull, which says hidden secrets can harm you. And then we have funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Again, I feel like this is them. They have lessons to learn, okay? And so do you. You have soul lessons to learn. And you don't have to like, hide away from people. Just come out in your authentic self. Stop like, thinking that you have to remain in pain for the rest of your life. People, death is the only truth in life. I don't know if anything else, they're saying that I don't know if anything else is going to happen or not. You don't know either. Nobody else knows either. That's the beauty of life, the mystery. Embrace the mystery of life. Cultivate what you want to cultivate, and just let go of the results, and just keep doing what you want to do. Just be happy with what you are doing with your life. You're a very strong person. They say that they have so much trust in you. They just trust you so damn much. If they say that if you think really highly of them, if you think that they were a huge spirit, like you should look at your soul, okay? You might seem younger, but like you have such an evolved soul that they can like put anything onto you, and that would just be resolved. You're such a wise person. You have to just believe in that. You're such a wise soul, such an amazingly wise soul. They say that you have things to do, they have things to do. Focus on your career, focus on these things that would bring you abundance in this life, be it love, be it career, be it money. Focus on everything else. Make this life count. Because death is inevitable. Death is going to happen to everybody. We're all going to lose everyone that we've loved. And that's the harsh truth of life. But it is the only truth of life. You have to accept death as a part of life. Death doesn't end life. Life is eternal. Your purpose is eternal. Your purpose is not going to end after you die. Like theirs hasn't. Theirs has just become like bigger. Oh. They say that They trust you. And with this, I feel like they're saying that nobody can harm you. They've like sent and arranged this force for you till the time when they, even after they cross over, you will still have guides looking over you. You have a very strong spirit team, and no hidden secrets can harm you. Nobody will be able to even come close to you. No one can harm you. They know that. They just want you to also know this. Okay, so that's all that I have for you for this reading, pile number 2. I hope that this was like helpful and yeah, and life goes on. And of course, like in case you would like to know more about our Leap of Love Foundation, this is an organization working for the well-being of mental well-being of the society. All the links are in the description of this episode. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and click on the bell icon. And life goes on. Bye-bye. Take care. Hello, pile number 3. So if you chose this rose quartz and this cream-colored candle, then this is your pile. So first off, in this reading, let's see, so how we'll be progressing is that this card is going to tell us about the personality, about who this deceased loved one is. And then we have 3 cards that will be telling us about where they are in the present. And then we have 4 cards to tell us about their message for you. And then we have these cards that will give us the guidance for you. So with the first card, we have Lizard. Okay, so first off, I have to pick up my book because I dropped my book. But the Lizard card is, I think it's Earth energy. I know I'm most of the time I'm wrong about these things, especially in this deck. So yeah, so first of all, I feel like I want to talk about this because I don't know why I feel like talking about this. Something that I've experienced post-trauma is like, after you lose somebody or you experience some kind of trauma in your life, there are certain symptoms. And of course, like, please seek a medical professional if you are experiencing these symptoms in an extreme. But like sometimes you experience memory loss, and especially in the working memory. So there's this thing called a working memory that sort of helps you do your day-to-day tasks, and that sort of gets impacted. And the fact that I said that, I sometimes forget what these cards are about, it's not because I've not, spent enough time with this book, could be, but also because, your memory kind of gets impacted. So I feel like, if you feel like you're losing certain elements or you're sort of like forgetting things being a little more forgetful than usual, it could be a sign of PTSD. And of course, like, please seek proper help if needed. So with this Lizard card, it says instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, dreamer. It says the lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, it's artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, it's elusive, non-committal, flaky. To bring it into balance, a creative project must be done. Okay. So this Lizard card is talking about a person who wasn't like very loud in their presence. So I feel like this person wasn't like, this could be a person you haven't even like spent a lot of time with in this lifetime. This could be like someone's, your grandparent who you did not really see or meet in this lifetime, or a parent you did not get to spend a lot of time in this lifetime, but this was like a very calm and composed and a collected and like a very subtle spirit, very subtle presence. I feel like this is like such a wise spirit, but also very subtle. When this guide is around you, they're not like very loud, they don't make huge, they don't demand a lot as well. This is like somebody who did not demand a lot, who did not talk a lot most of the times. They did not like, they're just very beautifully silent in their lifetime. And with the rose quartz as well, like I feel like they were so understanding of everyone else and their needs. I feel like they spent a life fulfilling other people's desires a lot and thinking about what other people want in their lives and how they would like to have things in their lives. And I feel like they just like, they're not talking a lot, because you know, when I was channeling piles 1 and 2, I had like a lot to say about the person. Like this person doesn't really, they feel very humble, they feel very grounded, they feel very humble, very soft spoken, very kind, very, they just like speak when it's needed, and otherwise they don't really express a lot of needs, they don't express a lot of their emotions, they suppress a lot of their emotions that could have caused memory loss in them in some stages. Like maybe later on in their life they had like a memory loss or something, Alzheimer's, or you could be experiencing memory loss. They say that because of the similar pattern, that they say that when you suppress emotion, emotional suppression can lead to memory loss. Okay. Yeah. So they say that they don't have, okay, they don't talk much, okay. They're a very wise soul. They're a very wise soul who doesn't talk a lot. With the tarot cards about where they are at the moment, we have the Judgment, Six of Swords and Page of Cups. Okay, it's like either of the two cases. Either you have recently lost this loved one, very recently, because the Judgment card can literally talk about people in their graves. And they're just like experiencing not being in a human body. And just looking back and thinking like about the things that they've done in this lifetime, they don't have a lot of, they don't have regrets actually. They just had a very quiet life. This is what they wanted. They just wanted a good life for them. This is what they've manifested in this lifetime. They must have traveled a lot or traveled from another country when they were alive, or after, like if they've recently passed away, then they're like just moving on to calmer shores. They're just like passing over, crossing over calmly. They're being taken care of. See that they are very much at peace, and they're just like crossing over with a lot of peace. With the Page of Cups, I feel like they'll feel very youthful again. I think that this is a soul that would want to have a rebirth very soon. Like they would cross over and they would like probably want to be born again as a human. So very soon you could be like encountering somebody, like their rebirth. Maybe in your own lineage, they would reincarnate again. They say that maybe as your son, or like maybe as your grandson, they say that. Okay. I don't know why the emphasis is on son. But they say that they're like passing over with a lot of peace and calm. Not like they're not demanding a lot still, and they're just being guided to where they have to go. How do they have to get used to the fact that they're a soul now, they don't have a body. They say that they've endured a lot while they were alive, and oh my god, I think I'm gonna cry in all these readings or something. But they say that they've endured a lot of things when they were alive. And they say that they're very proud of you. They love you. They also want to say that. Oh my god, I want to cry. I don't know why I'm crying. No, it's not like it's not even that I relate this spirit guide to somebody, but I don't know. Death can be difficult. Acceptance of death, grief is a very difficult emotion to deal with. You know, grief is the toughest emotion, and then comes anger. And anger and grief, sometimes they're quite related to each other. You know, these are two emotions that I think are quite difficult to deal with. But they say that they're crossing over with a lot of peace and calm, and they're being guided. They're being told what to do, where to go, what not to do, you know. They say that they're being taken care of, and don't worry, things will be fine. Life is tough sometimes. Life is easy, life is tough, then it gets easy, and then it gets tough. Then it gets easy, then it gets tough, and they say that you just ride over these waves of life, and this is just how life is. You know, you're born and then you die, and then you die, and then you're born again. And then you die again, you're born again. You're born again, you die again. Somebody would really want to reincarnate again. Okay, they say that let's move on to the next phase. See, they don't have a lot of needs. I don't think they express a lot. And they're very happy crossing over. Like they're a very peaceful spirit. I'm not sure if happy is the right word. Not saying that, but they're in a lot of peace. A lot of peace. Very peaceful. That's good. You know how we always say rest in peace? I feel like they're resting in peace. So that's like a huge validation and clarification for you guys if you were worried about their spirit. With the tarot cards, we have, for the message, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups, then we have the Tower, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. They say that, you know, relationships are really important in life. I feel like this was a very practical person when they were alive. I want to say that this was a man when they were alive. But they do feel like a very practical soul when they were alive. They say that they've seen you growing up. Maybe you've met them or you've grown up with them. Like this was like a grandparent or somebody for some of you. They say that they've seen you growing up, or like a father who was like, who passed away when you were younger. They saw you when you were a baby, and now you're this beautiful woman now. And they say that they really believe in you. They have a lot of faith in you. They want you to make decisions from your heart and also be very practical with your life. They say that relationships are extremely important in life. They say that it's very important to have good relationships and prioritize your relationships in life. It's important to build a family. It's important to build a career as well. But it's important to find a stability. It's important to find stability in life. And stability doesn't mean that there will not be any changes or unexpected changes coming for you in life, but it's good to have people you can really count on in life. I feel like this is like a very practical person. This was a very practical person who's lived a very practical life. And they would encourage you to also just embrace the practicalities of life as well, the human practicalities. You know, sometimes in the spiritual community, people often shame being practical and liking human desires. That's not really being spiritual. They say that they were very spiritual. Their soul is very much at peace, but they found the peace through practicalities, by being of service to their family, by being of service to their, I don't know if they are a male figure, they're saying that to their wife, by being a gentleman. So this is a specific message again, like you can choose some other pile if you do not resonate with it. They say that, you know, by being loyal to their wife, by being loyal to their family, they found a lot of peace in their soul. And though they did not really have a very easy life with the Tower card, but they made sure that they do their best, make the best of every single moment. because they have had a very rash childhood as well. But once, the biggest sign of maturity and inner peace is when you really start to desire peace in life. Go for peace, go for stability, go for options, go for people who feel stable in your life. If there are people who do not feel stable, just like, don't allow them to dominate your life and your emotions. Be in control with your emotions. They say that you can choose the people you choose to share your vulnerabilities with. You can choose not to share your vulnerabilities with some people as well. You can make choices for your life. You can choose a life you want. This is how you create peace in your life. Oh, that's such a beautiful and a short message. They say that that's it. Okay, so for the guidance, they have this card called Matangi. Let's see what it says. Let's see what Matangi says. It's 24. It says she's the tantric of queen of outcasts, unveiling hidden inner power to thrive outside conventional society. She holds the secret teachings of the power of the voice, of the healing power of art and music. She is the divine feminine medicine for the lost, the alienated, those who have been cast aside. If you have been denied love and respect, she brings healing and empowerment. If you have suffered rejection and abandonment or been labeled as unworthy in any way, she brings dignity and repair. She is the ignition of a creative, joyful and vibrant life path. I feel like this is what they are helping you with. They say that there's a lot of stability coming your way. I don't know, every pile is like sort of pointing towards this direction, but especially this one, I feel like they say that you don't have to, if there are certain aspects of your life that you feel are not working or you have been deprived of, you will actually be seeing the results very soon. You'll actually find a lot of happiness and stability. They say that you'll really enjoy stability and peace in your life. Just go for stability and peace, they say. Oh my God. Okay, that's it. Again, they say that's it. I want them to channel more and they're like, that's it. That's it. That's all that I have. That's it. That's it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. That's it. They seem like a very gentleman, like a very kind spirit, like a very mature spirit. Then we have Bell with an announcement. Then Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Then Dark Man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. I feel like these could be like taken literally or whatever. So with the announcement card, I feel like there's something huge gonna happen in your life that's going to bring out very strong emotions within you, but it's important to remain stable even in the most unstable times. And unstable times can be also very happy times. Sometimes when we are very happy, we are not stable, okay? But they are saying that is when you have to choose to be stable. This is something that you have to learn, okay? To just be in control of your emotions. Don't allow your emotions to control you. You control your emotions. They're still saying that, okay? They feel like very, very beautiful person, okay? Very stable person. And I feel like this is something that they would like to leave behind. They say that, strong emotions, passion, love, and hate are great. But experience stability and you will find a lot of peace in life. Experience peace and you will realize that, passionate love or hate are not that important. Drama is not needed in life. All you want is stability. All you desire is peace, and you will actually manifest all of that. And you will actually manifest a lot of financial gain and prosperity as soon as you desire stability and peace in life. Just desire peace and everything is going to fall into its place. Okay, they just say that desire peace in life. Desire stability and peace in life. With the final card, we have dealings or relationships with a man or a with dark hair and complexion. I feel like this could be somebody in your life. This do say that, someone, it's not about dark, but it's more about man. They feel that, again, like, if you have been desiring romance, they say that, see who is able to provide for you. See who will be there in your dark times. If you seek a partner, this could be you or like somebody you are seeking. See if they can actually be there for you when you need them. Fall for actions and not for words. God, there's like very straightforward. Yes, so I guess that's all that I have for you for this reading, pile number 3. I hope that this was helpful in some way because they're sending a lot of healing and they're saying that I love you. Okay, they love you. They are always there with you. They are in the process of transitioning, but they are still there with you. They are always guiding you and they love you. They love you. They love you. Love, 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 love. They love you. They love you. They love you. They love you. And they cannot emphasize enough on how much they love you. Okay. Okay, I feel like they'll be around you for quite some time before they reincarnate as your own family again. They really want to remain in your life. Yes, so that's all that I have for you for this reading. I hope that this was helpful in somewhere. It made some sense, and I'm going to see you again next time. And yes, and life goes on. And also, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and click on the bell icon. All the links to my organization, Leap of Love Foundation, and also my podcasts and my Instagram are all in the description of this episode. So please feel free to contact me. Bye bye. Take care.